I mentioned to her time and time again that I did not have anything going on with the birthday girl because she somehow suspected the only reason that the birthday girl invited me was because we had something going on. Toxic shit. After that night of dealing with her going off multiple times about the whole situation, she eventually went ghost a little bit. Not responding like that, not talking like that, but she was still trying to stay in contact to enough to keep me around. Looking back on it now, it could have been some form of manipulation, or she was just outright just toxic and just had a lack of trust in any guys. But me being me in high school with a big head, basically, I felt like no girl wanted to mess up anything that they had going on with me. Things started to smoothen out, and I eventually got the money to make that trip. We discussed over things, and we made plans for the day that we finally would be able to meet, and for me to make my arrival. Once I finally got the money to basically make that trip and plan out our date, I ran into some complications with her, which was kind of crazy because I was just like, after all this time of like planning and trying to get everything in order, why isn't this running smoothly? So basically the day I was supposed to pull up on her was a Saturday, but we was on, I think, Thursday when we was pretty much getting all the time situated and basically figuring everything out. So when Friday came around, I basically was asking her like, hey, are we still on track for Saturday? Just trying to make sure that the plans are actually going according to what we had planned. Remember when I was telling you in the first video, basically she had flipped to the Twitter girl? Basically what happened was she started saying things like, oh, wow, are you all of a sudden trying to take the trip now after everything that has happened? You're not really going to come. The only reason you're coming is to resolve everything that has happened. You're just going to let me down at the end of the day. Basically, blah, blah type shit. You know what I'm saying? So we started going back and forth over the phone because I'm like, shawty, like this was the whole game plan in the beginning. I basically was trying to explain to her the whole situation of why it took so long for me to get there in the first place. She basically tried to flip it and make it seem like, oh, you were just making excuses. I know you was out here doing such and such. Like, you was always entertaining girls and whatnot. When I was listening to her, seeing all her responses, I basically started, like, thinking about, oh, this probably stemmed from her seeing reactions of girls that were in my comment section as far as, like, social media, Instagram, whatever. And basically just assuming that things were going on just because I was getting invited to the girl's birthday dinner and just a numerous of things, but I'm just like, shawty, I talk to you all day, shawty, like all the time. It was no space for me to really do anything. But then again, with her trust issues, as far as like me being at work all day, and I guess her past situations, as far as like dealings with other men, she was cooked, like done. When she kept on saying whatever she was saying, because after that, I kind of was like 1 foot out the door because I'm just like, well, really, I started to put 2 feet out the door, honestly. And the reason I was moving towards putting 2 feet out the door was because